Hey, I'm Jason Boyd, and we're back here with Ken Sanders. I'd like to talk a little bit about this PA, or it doesn't have to be a PA, it could be an intern in the writer's room or any sort of entry-level position. When performing your duties in your preferred job, how do you kind of keep your intentions a secret while still making it known, like, oh, by the way, I'm doing this for now, this is what I want to do in the future if an opportunity comes up, without seeming like the only thing you're doing is networking on the job?
Right. Well, there's a pretty simple answer to that. I mean, I think the set protocol, is a pretty strict one in that if you're performing a job on the set, you don't need to be telling everybody, I really want somebody else's job. I mean, that's just wrong.
That's the quickest way to advance yourself out the door.
Well, correct. We all know that everybody on the set wants to do another job. I mean, everybody's got some kind of a goal to do something different. The first AC wants to be a DP. Everybody wants to move up the chain, whatever that is. That's great. But the right way to handle that is when you're is after the job is done at the end of the day. Maybe if you're sitting at the lunch table talking to somebody and you mention it, if you're an electric or a grip and you've got a DP reel, a lot of them do. And after the show is done, you want to give the DP reel to the director or to the producer and say, hey, think of me, as doing this maybe on another show. That's completely appropriate.
Okay.
And that is totally cool. Because I know I speak for a lot of people in the business. I welcome the opportunity to help people grow and to achieve their dreams, and it's good for me to know what somebody really wants to do. I have helped a lot of people advance that way, and that's one of the wonderful things about doing these smaller little independent films. Is that I can do that. A lot of the guys, my business partner and I, for instance, both have worked as professors at various colleges and universities, teaching in film schools. My director, Doug Campbell, who's done a number of my films, also works as a professor at various colleges, teaching film directing and other things. So we like to help students, and we like to help young people who want to advance in their career on these films. So it's completely appropriate to come up to us, not on the set, but after the set, after the wrap, or the wrap party, or even if you want to call after the film is done. Fine, great. Then I can actually be very excited about helping somebody do that thing that they want to do. I'm all our mythical PA who goes around talking about being a director. Don't talk about it on the set, but if you really want to be a director, definitely let me know.
Okay.
And I want to help.
So it's not entirely inappropriate to skip a few steps on the ladder, as my mother actually put once, to go ahead and approach somebody and be like, hey, listen, I just don't want to take up too much of your time, but if you get a chance here, I'd really appreciate it, and then scurry off and continue doing your job, assuming it's at the end of the day or at lunch, or if the production is wrapped, then I guess that's
yes, that's correct. And well, you talk about, there's a sort of a separate issue there too, which is skipping a few rungs on the ladder. Sometimes you can get away with that, but you got to prove yourself.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people in this town who didn't skip any rungs on the ladder, and they've got the reels to show it, and they're going to be competing with you to get that position.
Right.
So you have to have something to show for that. But that being said, I would also recommend maybe the smarter way is to maybe climb the ladder in a more traditional way. It's only going to make you a better whatever that end result is that you're trying to achieve. You're going to be better at it if you know every position that has led to that.
Right. Otherwise, it's just easy come, easy go, or any number of other little sayings.
Most of us don't start at the top.
Right. No, exactly.
I mean, it just doesn't work.
Unless
Life doesn't work
you're
that way.
born into it, maybe, but
right,
even then.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Ken, thank you very much.